How do you create a character for an immersive Nordic LARP? It's not like creating a character for Dungeons & Dragons. I sit down with the founders of Reverie Studios, who create Nordic LARP experiences, and find out what we need to know about character creation. But first, The Cultists is our comedy web show about modern-day Lovecraftian cultists trying to worship Cthulhu in a world full of people who just don't understand. Season 1 is on YouTube now. Hit up the Season 1 playlist on the channel to watch it all. The first episode of Season 2 is coming October 7th. Subscribe to the channel for the second season and behind-the-scenes videos. I was going to ask about the characters or something, and you said that you sign them, but you've got these surveys. And I've played in tabletop games, which I thought was an effective technique, where the game master did ask the players, like, where do you see your character going? You know, what kinds of things do you want them to do? And kind of get that feedback, so that it's no guarantee, but it's one of those things that can kind of be woven into the story, and then you kind of get the kinds of things that you want in the direction you want to go. So I thought it was also interesting that you incorporate that element as well. So you fill out the survey, and then you kind of get your character back, and there may be elements of the survey that you weave into the stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the way we've done the character design in the past, you know, and keep in mind Saturnalia is a little different, is we reach out to people. We say, what are you interested in portraying? You know, like, what kind of experience do you want to have? And we ask those questions so that we can generate something. We have a team of writers usually, and what we do is we write full characters. You know, we'll give them a summary initially and say, here's what we're thinking. Is this something that would interest you? Do you want to change anything? And then we'll go back and write the full character, and there'll usually be motivations and actions to take. There'll be different ways to portray the character. You wanted them to be like a good person or a bad person, or, you know, connections that you can have to other characters. So there's like a full, you know, multi-page character sheet that you get that allows you to tie into this universe and connect to other people and tell stories. And, you know, what we try to emphasize is that once we give that character to you, it's yours. You know, your story. You're the one, you know, portraying this character. You're the one who's going to have the experience. So it's important for you to embody that and to seek out stuff that's going to be of interest to you. Because we're not the ones who are the character. You are, you know.
Yeah, we want people to have a good time. At the end of the day, like, this is what people do for enjoyment. And so our hope is that, you know, we give them something that they can really feel connected to a certain extent, because, you know, I mean, in a lot of cases they're traveling, right? Like, they're paying money to come to this experience, you know, and so, like, the more they're invested into it by actually getting what they want as human beings out of it, like, I think overall the better the experience is, you know, because I wouldn't want someone to show up and have a character they were like lukewarm on. You know, I want everybody to be really excited about the roles that they play. And I mean, we've written some wild ones, like, and it's fun to see what people do with them. Like, we had a former, what was the former child television show, disgraced child television show host or something like that. It's like, there's like a ton of different, like, hooks that we've put in that are really kind of weird and interesting and nuanced, but, like, seeing people run with that is pretty awesome. Like, the guy who put the child's television show host actually sent out a song that he had contracted and written for what the theme song to his show would have been, like, as this television host, just to kind of, like, continue building internal material and sharing concepts with other players. But people get really deeply into the roles they're portraying.